I'm here, Raj.
Hey, hi, good evening, George. So, how are you?
Exhausted. They're working hard today.
Okay, so yeah, happy to hear about LinkedIn off the charts.
Yeah. Well, later I'll tell you something else that happened that was absolutely incredible. In fact, I'll tell you a little bit right away. You remember I had the huge contract in Saudi Arabia?
Uh-huh.
Well, the person who was my contact is in charge of human resource management
Hmm.
for the entire hospital chain. And so he contacted me yesterday, and we had a meeting this morning. And he has left Saudi German Health, and he's opened his own business. And so that he would like to have me provide the same services through his organization. And essentially, since it's brand new for him to have his own business, he would like for me to do everything that I can to help him
Yeah, sure.
become more wide known in the entire Middle East. So anyway, it's something that it can be extremely lucrative. So I'm very excited about that. So that was much of what I did. But a slight problem that I have, which will only take you a second to handle. Do you remember Amber, who had come to our training?
Uh,
Amber,
Amber.
Brittany, the last name Graves or something like that.
Okay. I mean, I don't recall, but I'll just do a little search. Let me see if I can find her. Amber. Okay.
I have been working on a provider list for Los Angeles County myself, and I can't see well enough. And so I'm not going to try to do anything like this again. And so I've been trying to send it to her. And so that I'd like to, at some point after we meet, just leave my computer on and you find it and send it to her. It's only 2 pages,
Okay.
and that's the title of it. Los Angeles or provider list or something like that. I guess it says 2024 provider list. That would be the title on it.
Okay.
So that was it. So what is happened is the legislation or the laws regarding batteries intervention in California
Uh-huh.
has mandated from the very beginning that each participant completes 16 hours per year for continuing education. And so that when people call me, one of the things that they want is something right now, and they don't want to have to wait until there's a meeting or something is scheduled and it's done on a group. And so
Hmm.
that it would be better for me if it's something similar to what we're doing for the certification and batteries intervention,
Uh-huh.
that we have everything like download and they get it and we establish quizzes associated with it. And then they get the certificate of completion.
Okay.
Submit that to the probation department for them to get credit. And so that it's something that would generate, I think, a bit because everyone knows who we are. And it's because I had participated in writing the legislation in the 1990s.
Oh. So, like with respect to this online CE for facilitators, is this going to be like a 2-day thing, or is it only for the DVD, the 16 hours of continuing education on the DVD?
What we have to say that it is 16 hours, but that means that you have enough information that you're giving them. And so that let's assume that it's like the one that I'm doing for them anyway. I can't mandate that they read it, but if they're able to answer the questions, whether they cheat or not, I still send them a certificate, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's the same thing. So we just have to have enough content. And so that what I would like to do is, did you see the article that I posted on my groups today, this morning?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so that I think is what I'd like to do is do whatever is necessary to add to that, so that it would be something that would approach 2 days of training.
Uh-huh.
And so that again, everything is they download. And so I don't want to try to come up with questions until after we finish the material. And then I'll easily do a quick quizzes. And it doesn't have to be that long. We could do maybe 30, 15 questions for each day or 10 questions for each day.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely make I mean, videos can be made when you train them, it can be 16 hours. We can also stretch it to 20 hours. It doesn't matter, as in we can certainly do that. So,
I'd like to stick with 16 hours in order for us to use the same material for other purposes that will come up.
okay. So, okay. So let me try and bring up the groups which are in there. I'm trying to bring it up on the screen. So, okay. So just wanted to check with you, George. So what time you go to bed? It's like 9 for you now, right?
Yeah, that's when I go to bed, about 9.
Oh, okay. So if you can just share screen, give me access. So I'll look for this. I'm trying to find the groups which you are in.
No, it's
So
just the group that I own, which is the ones in anger management. So just go to anger management in the US or whatever it is that I had, or LA. I put the same thing in each one, or just my main Anderson and Anderson LinkedIn.
oh, is it on the LinkedIn page too? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
want you to
So
go first while we're together so that you can see, we can talk in just a minute.
okay. So one moment. I found the Anderson and Anderson anger management facilitators providers. So I found our groups in there. So which is like I'm trying to. Okay, I see. One moment. Okay. Can continuing education courses contain new certifications? That's the one, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me share my screen so that you can look at it before you go to bed. And
Yeah.
what time you get up, George? Like, do you get up like 3 in the morning or 4 or 5 or?
Yeah. It's funny. I get up about 8 in the
Oh,
morning.
8 in the morning. Okay, cool. So I'm just checking the morning hours, which I can catch up with you. But so this is what I have on the screen. It says, can
That is
continuing education courses contain new certifications?
yeah.
So let's
And so
take a
take
look
a
at
look at
the
it.
competences and all this. So cool. So this is, I'll create something great with this, I'll create a video or I'll create a post. We will
Okay,
see how
let
we
me
can.
give you some information now. Can you tell where that came from? It came from the suggested guide for anger management.
Oh, wow.
And so we have that. You have that.
Okay. So,
And, and so that here's the deal. Group facilitation is the same for any group. It doesn't matter whether it's batterers intervention, anger management, emotional intelligence. It's the same thing. And so that
Okay.
the example that I've given you there, it says that the person needs to understand basic interviewing. And I can, explain that. But that's the thing that you need to know, that is, in this country, people often attempt to do things without actually having any training. And so
Okay.
that people think that just because they can talk and listen, that they can interview, but that's not the way it works. It's like there's a different style of interviewing if you are a policeman or a CIA agent as opposed to a counselor. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's right. People, yeah, again, the way they interview differs based upon their behavior, that's for sure. Let me, so so we will, I'll do research based upon that latest post. And if I go to your recommendations under LinkedIn, I did find this Isam Albana, right? He had given you a
Yeah. That's you don't have to. Don't get involved in that one at all. But that's
okay,
the person. That's the person. And what has happened? I don't know if I told you this, but he's actually Egyptian,
okay,
and he is from Cairo, and that's where he is now this morning. And so but the business will be located again back in Saudi Arabia,
or
and
it'll
so
be
that
all online.
pardon.
It'll be all online or virtual, right?
I don't know all of that. I don't know about his business, how it would be. I think that he would do a lot of his thing is human resources.
Oh, okay.
And so that what else he includes in human resources, I don't know, because we just had a meeting this morning. But it's more important is that he sees me as useful to him in getting him better known in Saudi Arabia as well as Australia, which I don't know if you realize that we have been there also, as well as Canada and the UK. We haven't done anything at all in the UK, but at one point we were in the position, or we were considering selling franchises, and the first or person who wanted to buy a franchise from us was actually in the UK, London.
Okay.
And so it didn't go through, but at least they know who we are. And actually, when we did the movie Anger Management, uh, we were also involved for a while in Brazil. Either way, he's right that he is not well known and we are, and so that he is wanting to exploit the ability that I may have to help him become um, more noticeable or prominent in social media in Saudi Arabia again, as well as the other countries that are in the Middle East.
Okay. So with respect to continuing education, with whatever I got, I'll work on it. So if you could share your screen, George. Um, so just
Okay,
hit
wait a minute. Wait just a second. Just give me a minute. Share screen. I'm trying to find it. Don't find it. Help me find it like you did before.
yeah, just move your mouse or under hit more.
More. Is that more right there?
Yeah.
No, that's mute. More is over here. Okay. Now, let's see. Share screen. Okay.
Right. So
What did I do?
yeah, hit share screen again. Hit share
At
again.
the bottom. Yeah. Okay. It's down here.
Yeah, hit share and hit share again.